Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am very thrilled and excited to welcome you all to the April 1st episode of the Purposely Broken World. I am your host, Kevin Nunez. For reference, I am recording this on March 24th, also known as Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day. Thought it was very appropriate. So I'm just so happy and thankful you chose to spend a little bit of your time with me. Baseball season is around the corner. We're fully involved in March Madness. We are totally enthralled. Place your bets, check your brackets, all that good stuff going on. The weather is about to break, and we're gonna have good sunny days. But today I want to talk to you about something I actually know a lot about. Wheelchairs, medical devices, other assisted technologies, and the cost of disability, just equipment in general. This is a subject, of course, obviously very near and dear to me, because it's what I use every single day. So, get ready, get set, because here we go. Hello and welcome to the Advocacy Life blog and podcast network. I am your host, Mr. Kevin Nunez. I am thrilled you chose to spend a few minutes with me. I am the host of the Purposely Broken World. This program is designed to raise more questions than answers. Did you know that 1 in 4 Americans are diagnosed with some form of developmental disability? That makes me your new disability buddy. I created this program to make you think, laugh, love about society, culture, and faith. Things that all interact with each other on an everyday basis. If you want a fresh take on life, then enjoy the ride and see you soon. I call first and foremost wheelchair etiquette. When you see someone with a wheelchair or some other assisted mobility device, there are some things you want to know. When you see us in public, number one, do not, just don't do it. It's just rude. Get behind us and start pushing. That will be the equivalent of me picking you up, putting you on my shoulders, and just walking with you around the block because I'm in a rush and I just want to go and you're in the way. So I'm just going to pick you up and move you. Would you like that? No, of course you would not. So, when you see someone with a wheelchair, just don't do it. If you think they need assistance, ask. I specifically said that twice. If they say yes, then listen carefully to what they need. Don't just do what you want to do. They will tell you. If they say no, I got it, then be respectful and give them the time to get it done. Just like you don't like to be rushed, they don't like to be rushed, we don't like to be rushed. Okay? Independence is something people like me cherish because there's so many things we cannot do for ourselves. I cannot lie. I cannot get out of bed on my own. I will be in the bed until someone literally comes and gets me out of the bed. But if I'm outside and there's an automatic door opener, you best believe I'm going to open that door. And if I'm taking too long for you, then I'm sorry. Okay? But I'm going to open the door. Especially if I'm with a girl or some family member I really care about. Those are the little things that I can do to show affection. So that's why those little things matter. Let me say it. Little things matter. So give me the respect of 2 to 3 extra minutes. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, realize that all wheelchairs are not made the same. Unless you're using one of the flimsy mobility generic wheelchairs, most wheelchairs are custom made for the person's body. It takes hours of maintenance and checks and rechecks and evaluations to make sure it avoids skin breakdowns and avoids pressure sores and avoids, honestly, just keeps you semi-comfortable throughout the day or as comfortable as possible. A real person like me probably spends anywhere between 6 and 7 hours a day in their wheelchair. Simply because without it, I don't have legs. Yes, I have a recliner chair. Yes, I can get out of the chair. Yes, I can sleep in a bed. That being said, yes, it is comfortable to relax and go to sleep. However, this is also very troublesome because in an emergency, I cannot move out of the bed. I mean, I can move in the bed, like roll and turn myself around. But once I'm in the bed or in the recliner, like I said, I cannot move from the bed or the recliner. So, if I know I'm going to be alone in the house for more than an hour or so, I will always request to be in my wheelchair. Just because if there's an emergency, I can get out. If I have to go somewhere and I have to be placed in another portable chair, this to me is very frustrating because now I feel like a burden because someone else is pushing me all around. So your power wheelchair is always the best option. So if you see me out and about in my power wheelchair, again, be respectful to those in power wheelchairs. It is their legs. Don't just take it for granted. If the individual happens to be nonverbal, then slow down and listen to what they have to communicate to you. If they don't communicate using regular English, if they are non-English proficient, or are nonverbal, or use an augmentative communication device, slow down, listen, because they will also communicate with you. Sometimes in life, you cannot rush through everything. Before I get to my next point, I want to take a few minutes here and tell you how to support this podcast. Hey friends, really quickly, I'm so sorry for interrupting the podcast, but I need to tell you how to support the Advocacy Life blog and podcast network. Yes, I have a few contributors, but basically it's just Jesus and I doing this thing together. So any donations will be greatly appreciated. You can do PayPal, Cash App, both linked in the bio. I published a book, Confessions from Disability Limbo, linked in the bio as well. Or finally, there is a paid newsletter, $5 a month, for those who want an extra bonus blog every Sunday. One last thing you can do is you can support the podcast directly through a link on the podcast itself and just leave a donation on the podcast itself if you just want to listen to the podcast. That's all I got. All links in the bio. Either way, thanks for your time. This is just value for value. If you like what I do, if you value what I do, then leave me a couple of dollars. If not, there's no obligation whatsoever. Thank you so much for your time. And now back to the show. Welcome back from that brief interlude. My next point: do not make jokes regarding the wheelchair or mobility device. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people, do you have a license to drive that wheelchair? First of all, you're not the first person to make that joke. You're not original. Personally, I've been driving since first grade. This is not a fashion statement. This is a life tool. Without it, I am literally nothing. So don't call me Hot Wheels. Don't ask if you want to race unless I know you. Don't ask to get in the back of the chair. Don't ask if you can give me a lap dance. If you know me and we have a relationship, then by all means hop on, let's have fun. Otherwise, you just go away. Would you go up to a person and say, hey, let me get your car just because it looks cool? Or hey, let me just ride on you? No, you would not. So don't do it to me. Okay? Let's talk about the price and what happens when a wheelchair gets destroyed. Because yes, they get destroyed. Number one, a real wheelchair that exists for an adult with a significant disability like mine that cannot walk, that uses it about 6 to 7 hours, possibly 8 if it's a long day, is about $50,000. $50,000. My wheelchair is honestly a little more than $50,000. Probably about closer to 60, honestly. What does it come with for that price? It does not come with bulletproof glass. It does not come with lasers. It comes with lights, so you can see me in the dark. Lights. It comes with a horn and a joystick, and it reclines back for repositioning purposes. No, I do not use it to take a nap unless it's like a long day. Most of the time, when you see somebody reclining back, they're not gonna fall out because there's a sensor there that keeps the chair from going too far back. Number two, sleeping in the chair is not the same thing as sleeping in a bed. The most I've ever done is a power nap of like 20 minutes. There are some individuals who can do it for, a good hour or 2 hours, but not me. My next point. Because these chairs cost so much, I can only get one every 5 or 6 years. so I have to make it last. Just like you make your car last. Okay, this is my car. This is my main mode of transportation, literally. It does not come with a hot girl, in the packaging. It's literally just this chair and a motor and, a lot of fancy buttons. No, the wheelchair that stands up, quote unquote, is not paid by any medical insurance, private or Medicaid or Medicare. Because apparently standing up is recreational. Couple more things. One, for the most part, the wheels don't pop because they have a tube inside them. It does not allow the wheels to pop. Some don't, but most do. All wheelchairs have different speeds based on what the individual can handle. No, I do not take them on the highway. Can you? Technically, yes, but I've never seen anyone do it realistically. How long does the charge last? If you're just at home 2 or 3 days, if you're out and doing stuff every day, every night. How often does it get serviced? As many as I need. Can I get it replaced before the 5 or 6 years? I've never seen it done. You basically have to go to the medical place or the shop, and unless they determine that it is broken beyond repair, then you're gonna have to wait the 5 or 6 years. They can replace whatever you broke, but as far as getting a brand new chair, not likely. The coolest place I've ever used my lights, I'd have to say going through the Capitol building, because the Capitol building is like a gigantic city, and sometimes people don't see you, so I turned on my lights because I needed to get by and nobody was seeing me. If I take it on the road, by some miracle, I am subject to all major road and traffic violations. I have seen people with wheelchairs get quote unquote pulled over, and they've either been assisted or been had a citation or a ticket given to them if they've been driving intoxicated. That does not mean they were on the road. They could just be outside and you see them at night. So, yes, you can get a DUI when you're in a wheelchair. I hope this answers some of the most popular questions about wheelchairs and other mobility devices. I really enjoyed making this episode for you guys. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Wow, that was a really fun episode. Hope you guys come back. If you want to support once again, all you gotta do, Cash App, PayPal, or the link in the description in the bio. They're all there. Just click. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Thread, all that good stuff. All those links are in the bio. I will post on there regularly. Podcast episodes come out twice a month on the 1st and 15th. And the blogs come out every Wednesday, give or take. See you soon. Thanks for the support. And bye. thank you to one of my followers for the suggestion. See you guys next week. Not next week. See you guys on April 15th. Stay blessed. God loves you. I love you. Be considerate.